Okay, so my students, let's proceed looking on the structure, which is the cellulose, whereby in the previous session, whereby we terminated looking on the structure of cellulose, and I have said that it is not necessary for you to claiming all of this chemistry. So the matter is to understand what is the difference between the cellulose and the other structure of the polysaccharide. And now here, let's proceed. We are saying that this helps to give the cellulose its considerable stability to make it valuable structural material. It is the major component of a plant cell wall where it play a structural role. So tunasema kwamba hii structure ambayo tunaita cellulose yenyewe it is very stable. Why it is very stable? It's because of unbranched structure which is found within it, and its longevity which is found within the structure that bring about the stability of this cellulose. And also here you can see this cellulose, it is a major component of a plant cell wall where it plays structural role. So sometimes you can be asked why the cellulose or the cell wall it is very stable. It's due to the components which made it. So the component which made the cellulose, that is the cellulose, which is the long structure, and also it is unbranched, as we have already seen in the diagram or on the structure of this. So here ndio ambayo ina bring about the stability of this cellulose. And now we can say that the cellulose structure strength has made it a variable raw material in manufacturing various industrial products such as cotton, which is a pure form of cellulose. Kutokana tu na ile stability au kutokana tu na ile tunasema kwamba its strength which is found within its structure, na ndipo ambapo sasa different kind of cellulose they are taken into the industry so that it can make different kind of products. For instance, here we have cotton. Cotton, it is the naturally cellulose. It is very strength or it is very strong, na ndio maana sasa cotton inatumika kutengeneza nguo za aina mbalimbali kutokana tu na ile strength yake ambayo inapatikana ndani ya cellulose. And it is also used as a manufacturing of fabrics. Rayon, a product of cellulose extract is used in manufacturing of industry belt, tiles, cords, and clothing. So why is it used to make all of these products? I've said that cellulose it's used, or the cell wall of a plant, it's used to make all of these products due to its strength which is provided by its structure. Ambapo hapa sasa unaweza ukaona inatumika kutengeneza vitu mbalimbali. For example, we have fabrics. We have different kind of fabrics that we use in our daily homes. So those fabrics, they come from the plant. That is the cell is due to the presence of, or is due to the strength of a cellulose provided by the cellulose. And also now you can see we have rayons. Then the product from the cellulose we use to manufacture in the industrial belt, tiles, cords, and clothing. Nowadays we are wearing different kind of clothes. Where does those clothes come from? They come from the cotton. And the cotton, we can say that it is a pure, it is a pure cellulose, or it is a pure cellulose. So that it is not artificial, but that product it is very pure from the plants. And due to its strength, ndipo ambapo inatumika kutengeneza different kinds of industrial belt, tiles, cord, clothing, and other products. That's all about the cellulose or the cellulose. And the cellulose derivative have various uses. For example, cellophones. Yes, cellophones is used in packing, and celluloid is used for manufacturing of photographic films. And other cellulose products include the papers and the explosive. Kwa unaweza ukaona kwa maana kwamba umuhimu wa hii cellulose to be used in different kinds of inatumika kwenye matumizi mbalimbali. For instance, now you can see they are using the cell phone ambapo for the packing, but also they are using the celluloid which is used for manufacturing photographic film. So, but also it can be used to make papers and different kinds of explosives products. So those products, they come from the cellulose. So now, after we have already complete discussing the cellulose, but also we have another structure. This is structure or another kind of polysaccharide. In that polysaccharide, it is termed or it is called as the chitin. So we have to know what is this chitin. So the chitin is an extracellular structure polysaccharide found in large quantities in the body covering cuticle of insect and exoskeleton of crustaceans. So tunasema kwamba hii cutin tunasema kwamba it is termed it is called it is known as chitin. This chitin, it is extracellular structure which is found in most animals. So, and the animal here we are talking about the insect and exoskeleton of crustaceans. So kwenye different kind of insect, kwa mfano tunaongelea cockroach. Cockroach, kwenye ile outer structure of the cockroach there is a presence of chitin, and chitin is the polysaccharide. But also we have the crustaceans. Crustaceans, here we are talking about the crab. So the outer structure or the exoskeleton of the crab, it is made up of this material which is the polysaccharide, which is the chitin. So that is the polysaccharide. So now we can also say that chitin is also found in smaller amounts in sponges, mollusks, annelids and cell wall of a fungi. Kwa inapatikana kwa kiwango kidogo sana kwa hawa organisms. For example, the sponges, mostly they are found within the oceans. The mollusks, they are found also in the oceans, and also the annelids, the worms. For instance, the earthworm and the other worms. So the chitin, they just found in lower content, or we can say that in a smaller amount. So, and also in the cell wall of some fungi. So not only fungi they have the chitin, others they lack this chitin. So also being identified in the cell wall of some green algae. So its structure and chemistry are similar to those of cellulose. Kwa kuwa imepatikana kwenye the cell wall of different kinds of living organism, tunasema kwamba chitin inaweza sasa ikatumika as tunasema kwamba its chemistry, it is similar to the cellulose. Kwa chemistry yake au structure yake au muundo wake ni general unafanana sana na ile structure ambayo tumetoka kuisoma in the previous part, that is the cellulose. So chitin, like cellulose, has its repeating unit joined by beta 1,4 linkage, that is 1,4 glycosidic bond. However, the two differ in that the hydroxyl group of chitin at carbon atom number 2 is replaced by this structure which is the acetyl amino group. Kwa hiyo sasa utofauti tu kati ya cellulose na chitin unakuja kwenye carbon number 2 na pia ile placement ya hydroxyl group kwenye chitin. Kwa maana kwamba ukiangalia ile kwenye carbon number 2 ya hydroxyl ya chitin, unaweza ukaona kwamba there is placement of hydroxyl group that is placed in carbon number 2. That hydroxyl group, it is replaced by this acetyl amino group. So hakuna hydroxyl group, instead there is a presence of acetyl group, or acetyl amino group. We will going to see its structure so you will understand. So here we are saying that it is thus a result of amino sugar glucose amine combining with the acetyl group, that is this group is acetyl group. So chitin is therefore a polymer of acetyl glucose and amine. Kwa hiyo ukiangalia hii structure ya glucose, ya chitin, tunasema kwamba imetengenezwa na two groups of atom. We have this amine group, we have carbonyl group, and also we have alkyl group, as you can see. So due to that combination ndipo ambapo sasa ina to give a polymer of acetyl group, glucose together with the amine. And now let's see this figure which explain the structure of the now of a chitin. So now you can see this is the glucosamine ring. This one, all of this is the glucosamine ring. So inatengenezwa the same bond are formed, that is 1,4 glycosidic bond. This is 1,4 glycosidic bond, but the only difference is that in the carbon number 2, now you can see in the carbon number 2 here, there is placement or there is a replacement of hydroxyl group with this acetylamine group, which is termed as which is known as acetamide. So instead of hydroxyl group, there is a presence of acetamide group, and that's bring about the difference between the chitin and the cellulose is due to the presence of this acetamide group. So now you can see this one is beta 1,4 glycosidic bond. As I have said, this chemistry has nothing to do with you. You cannot be asked into your exam. The thing that you will be asked into your exam is that the difference between the chitin and the cellulose. Je, kuna utofauti gani in terms of their structure? So you will explain as I say that the chitin, the difference between the chitin and the cellulose is that in the carbon number 2, the hydroxyl group, it is replaced with the acetyl amino group, and whereby you can see this one is the acetamide. This acetamide, you cannot find it into any kind of polysaccharide instead, except in this group, that is the chitin. I hope it is clear. So my students, for more clarification on the importances and other things, I would like to invite you into the next session, whereby we're going to discuss the chitin in general. So by saying so, thank you for following us, Educare TZ, and bye bye. Have a nice moment.